Hello, greetings and welcome, fellow traveller. Welcome to the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome, sit down. Come in from the cold. You've been travelling many miles, and you've reached your destination. It's me. You've found the content that you've been craving, but you did not know. You didn't know inside yourself what you needed, but what you needed was this. Hey, I hope in this dark, twisted nightmare of a world, you're grappling, you're holding on to some form of hope, and that hope is giving you a small little glimmer, an ember of joy in this absolutely dire environment that we've all constructed around us. Huh? I hope you're just making it through. I hope... Look, I'm just giving you the energy of like the end of this video, just in case things get off the rails, in case I don't quite nail this video. I just want you to know, like, hey, I'm still here, still around. I hope you're doing well. That's all I wish for you. I appreciate you being mildly interested in this art that's going to be made. At least you'll be getting a little bit of inspiration. Maybe? Potentially. Who knows? Apologies in advance. I'm getting the feeling, the idea is coming to me right now, that this video might be a bit of a mishmash video. A while ago, I made a vlog where I recorded it, and then I just chopped it up and put all my thoughts in different orders. It was almost unintelligible, but it kind of had something. It made it a little bit interesting, a little bit original, a little bit different. That's what we like here. What is this? What are you watching? You're watching a little vlog. Someone online making some character designs. And that's the truth of it. That's something. No. Just want to say, hey, if you follow my stuff, you maybe follow my Instagram or whatever, you've probably seen this drawing before, and I apologize for that. I like to have an element of like surprise for these videos. I like to have an element of like, even if you're keeping up with whatever I'm posting on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, you sometimes get a surprise in these videos, and sometimes I just struggle to do that. I don't know. I just have to post it somewhere, sometime. But you're getting it now. I like it. I like how it turned out. Basically, this is one part of a series of pieces that I've done / I'm gonna still do, and I'm still doing character designs based off the Dungeons and Dragons classes. I know there's a lot of classes, but I found somewhere that there's like 12 main classes. I could be wrong. I mean, I know that like there was originally only 3 or something, or 4. Fighter, Wizard, Cleric. Was that the original 3, and then they added Rogue? But now I think there's 12 main ones. This is kind of like me developing my character design art. Originally, this all began many years ago. I did a little series called the Poncho Pilgrims. And they were weird little fine liner drawing creatures. If you scroll back far enough, I reckon to around about 2016 on my Instagram, you might find some. You might see some. Old art. Gross. Old rubbish art from when you're a kid. Gross. When you're younger, maybe not a kid, but rough. That's rough looking. It's not really. We've all got to grow. We've all got to change. We've all got to develop. You've got to start somewhere. I'm sure there's someone out there who watching this, cannot draw for shit, but they're trying. That's what I want. That is what I want from this. Draw something now. That's good. Keep it up. Anyway, that then developed to sort of... I've just been steadily working on my character design style and art. I don't know if I've reached... I don't think I've reached maximum character design capacity. I feel like I could still develop my style a bit. I feel like I could still, take a few tips and tricks from places and implement them in my process. But I am somewhat happy with how I've developed since back then, 2016. You know, like around about Inktober, I would do like character designs. I've done some like witch designs on my Instagram that were like based off all the chakras. And now I'm like, oh, cool, let's do some D&D character designs in celebration of Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, this is a Baldur's Gate 3 episode now. I'm rewinding a bit and I'm thinking maybe I won't chop and change this video, but we'll see in the edit. We're going to see in the edit what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. Can I just tell you what I've been doing all day? Our washing machine broke. This is the life of a freelancer. It's not a Baldur's Gate 3 video anymore. Now it's the reality of being a freelance illustrator part-time. Our washing machine broke 2 days ago. I had to get up at 9 this morning, even though I got a day off of my part-time job. I work in an art shop 3 days a week. Got up at 9, waited for the guy. He didn't arrive. He said he would arrive before 10. He didn't. He then came all the way into our flat. He had a look and he said, yep, that's done. That washing machine's gone. Is dead. I said, cheers, thanks very much. Here's your payment. Paid him just to come and tell me it's dead. You know what? He did his job. I was expecting it. It wasn't a surprise, but I just wanted that second opinion. After he left, I've been spending the whole day unscrew, drain, block taps, unplug. So I'm riding this sort of high. I'm riding this euphoric high of I've sorted something out. I've ordered the new washing machine. It's going to be here on Tuesday. Now we're up to speed, okay? Now we're up to speed. That's the life of a freelancer. You want to know more about me? I bite my nails, yeah? Trying to stop, but I do. And 2 weeks ago, I was biting my nail and I chipped my front tooth. That's never happened before. I didn't like that. I hate the dentist. Little thing about me, absolutely hate the dentist. Went along. I was shaking in my boots. I was thinking, they're going to give me a filling. They're going to have to give me an injection. I hate the injection. All of that. She's like, yep, that little chip there is going to need a small filling. And I was like, she was like, do you want to do it today? I was like, yes, go for it. She'd started. I was like, okay, I'm waiting for the injection. I'm waiting for it. It's going to be horrible. I was tense. Then she started applying the gel and the blah, 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 drilling, smoothing. Not drilling. Just smoothing out, cleaning, putting it on. No injection needed. Absolutely amazing. What a feeling. What a relief. Can you tell you're watching a video of like a late 20-something? We got off track there. All that is to say, it's been a bit of a week. That's all. Not just that. It's not just dentist and washing machine. But I will say it's been a lot. But for some reason, right now, this evening, I'm ready to make this video. Yeah, you probably know this already, but I'm just letting you know, like, I hate those videos. I hate those videos that are like, day in the life of a freelancer. Hey, I just get up and then I work on a little commission. Do ya? Do you, though? Thank you for letting me know. There's got to be a middle ground, isn't there? There's got to be a middle ground between, I've got loads of commissions. I've got commissions coming out of my ears, and I'm a full-time. I'm making a video about how I'm a full-time, blah. And then the other side of like, I'm struggling, and this is where I am. I'm here. If one part of this system, part-time job, art shop, freelance stuff, selling my own things, commissions, blah, blah. One of those goes, it's game over. It's game over, man, for me. That's why you've got to smash that like button. That's why you've got to engage. So that's what my life's like at the moment. In the middle of that, making little character design drawings, having a good time. Freelance stuff is going all right, I guess. I'm still I want to do when I'm allowed to, because I'm working still on this game project. When I'm allowed to, I want to show you some of the things I've been making, because I've been making little pixel art cards for a card game, and then on those cards are also little tiny icons. And I've got to say, I've probably done about at least over 200 little icons I've designed. You know, like imagine a little tiny like 15 by 15 pixel square with a little pixel icon for something like, you know, poison damage or fire damage or escape, defense +1, that kind of thing. Anyway, I've been working on that. I've also just finished and sent the invoice today, actually, a little animated music video GIF thing for someone. It's like when I did that animation for that Italian heavy metal band. That was exciting. Loads of cool, you know, Italian heavy metal people seeing my stuff. So who knows? Now I'm gonna get some like Gen Z pop punk followers. Anyway, which is fine, which is good, if anything. That's what this needs. That's what my channel needs more of. Tangents everywhere. Baldur's Gate 3. I've been playing a lot of that. It's great. It's great. It's incredible, right? Just the fact that you can play this expansive, very deep RPG, like fantasy RPG, multiplayer, like co-op with a friend, is incredible. Name another game that you can do that that's not like an MMO. Just to let you know where we are, we're about 40 hours in to the game. We've basically only just completed the whole initial area. So we've completed kind of all the things with the druids. We've gotten to the bridge. We've gone to the Underdark, and we're underground. And we have kind of done everything in the Underdark. We have just completed, there's like a strange like Draugr. Like they're like underground gnomes and dwarves. There's a whole thing going on there. We've just kind of completed that. There's a forge. We've kind of completed that area. So I think the next step is to start. We're only just about to start the second kind of area, I think. That's just my best guess, that it's like we're kind of done chapter 1-ish, and it's 40 hours. Cool. Anyway, I love it. Fantasy stuff is my favorite. And to celebrate that, yeah, character space of the Dungeons & Dragons classes, but that would be potentially within the universe of my graphic novel idea. I've said the forbidden word, graphic novel idea. I'm not going to bring it up too much. It's a sore subject. Let's not go into it. I'm still working on it. I'm struggling to find time and motivation to complete it. I know I just sound like someone who's got a problem, but I promise you I'm fine. I just want to finish thumbnailing it before I start. Because I feel like if I've at least thumbnailed out the whole story, even if I edit it afterwards when I'm actually drawing it, at least I've thumbnailed out the whole story. You know? But these characters might be in the universe. That's all. I just like that as an idea as well. When you've got a story idea, to be able to just draw stuff from that universe, that's cool. I've seen loads of people do that. Loads of cool artists have that going on. And like people make concept art books that is just like a world that they've created. But that's all it is. It's just this one book. It's not like it's a movie or an actual thing. It's just their ideas. It's really cool. There's an artist that makes like, it's like animal. It's like a fantasy thing, and all the characters are animals. It's like rabbits and badgers with like swords. That looks really cool. Every time I see it, he does it like really detailed little watercolors. Incredible. Have you seen Waneella's made a book? She's trying to fundraise for a pixel art book of like all her pixel arts. Waneella's fucking great. You should go check that out. But anyway, it's the fighter. We're fighting. We're fighting for our right. People are fighting all around the world. Free Palestine, by the way. Is it appropriate to drop that in? I don't want to do it flippantly, but I'm not really in the mood to go into it, but I'm going to at least mention it. But yeah, fight. This is the fighter class. I guess maybe is this like the first class that is normally picked? It's just kind of like the general sword fighting unit that can use all the weapons. I'm really satisfied with how this turned out. Sometimes it's a struggle to come up with the pose, like a character design pose. It really is, like genuinely, I do struggle with that sometimes. But sometimes it's just easy and it just flows, and you're like, I have successfully managed to interpret what I had in my head onto the page. And this is an example of that. The idea that I had for the presentation for these, going back to another tangent, briefly mentioned AI. Fuck AI, by the way. Hilariously, I've been inspired by some of the AI art that I've seen of like graphic design, AI graphic design. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to steal that, seeing as they're fucking stealing things. This is nothing like the AI art I've seen. It just made me think that I do really like the sort of like photography, street art, graphic design that you sometimes see in like graffiti books or magazines or like street art magazines. And I just thought it would be cool to present character designs and specifically like Dungeons and Dragons class kind of like UI designs in the form of like a more like graffiti / street art magazine way, like very graphicsy. Got some graffiti bubble writing text saying fighter. You know, I've got little details and logos and graphics around, dotted around to present it like more of a, I don't know, like a magazine. I've invented some sort of blue sky graffiti logo that wouldn't be an actual logo, but it looks kind of cool. You know, I've added little symbols in the bottom corner, elemental type and chakra and stuff. And then along the side, the name, all the little info, the stats, like a stat sheet. And then in the top right corner, I've also added like a color palette. It's not like an exact one-to-one color palette, but it's like a general color palette of like 6 colors. And again, I was just so pleasantly surprised and happy with it how it turned out. So you're welcome. There's more of these to come. I'm going to try and work on some other stuff. I'm going to try and video some more things. I'm hoping for a lot of things, really. Aren't we all? We're all hoping for something. Doing what I can, getting by. But yeah, that's it. Before I go, 2 weeks ago, I did a zine fair and it was really fun. I'll try and put some pictures and images up right now, but it was really cool and really fun. And I like sold stuff and I made some money. Speaking about being a freelance artist, but it was incredible. It's called Shake Zine Fair. It's held in Bristol. Unfortunately, I think I was mine was like the last one until like a year's time. I think the next one's going to be October 2024, which is a real shame. But the guy who runs it's great. He's called Max and he's really nice. It was really fun and nice to see loads of artists and see loads of people come up to my table and say nice things and buy stuff. I made stickers and I sold prints and I've got prints and I had these as prints. I had the wizard, the fighter, and the rogue as prints. And I had loads of other stuff, and I was selling loads of those. But out of these, I only sold one, right? I only sold one. That's all right. That's fine. I'm not complaining. That's not the point of this. But I sold one. And I sold a rogue print to one of you. One of you. The first time it's ever happened. Shout out to Neopixel Art, or Noyan on Instagram and Twitter. He came up to me and told me that he watches my stuff. And when he told me his tag and told me his like avatar name, whatever username, I instantly recognized it because he's been following me for ages now. And it was so unbelievably cool. I did not expect anyone to come up to me in the zine fair and say that they watch my YouTube stuff. It was completely out of the blue, and it absolutely made my day. He does pixel art stuff. He said that my stuff inspired him to make pixel art, so that was super nice of him. So yeah, go check out his pixel art. And I think he said he was studying in Bristol as well. He's like recently moved to the UK, so that was fun. That was cool. But anyway, you currently are the only other person other than me that has one of those prints. But to everyone else, I'm going to try and set up, especially in the UK. If you're in the UK, I'm going to try and set up a print store, like a more local print store online somehow. At the moment, I think I've just got an in-print website, and that's based in the US. So if you're in the US, you can order some stuff. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'd like it to. I just wish it was simpler to set up like a easy to use online shop. But I've just got loads of prints left over, and I've got even some like t-shirts, and I've got stickers. Don't know when I'm gonna have time to do that. I really appreciate you watching this video and bearing with me and supporting this small creator online. Make more of the stuff that you want to see in the world, and fuck everything else. Screw trends, screw algorithms, screw everything that's telling you to make shit that you're not interested in. And just you do you, You make the stuff you want to make. I wanted to make this, and I did. I'm going to go now. I'm going to maybe make some food and then go play some more Baldur's Gate 3. Look after yourself. Everyone's got shit going on. And I think the moment you start maybe caring about other people around you is the moment that maybe you'll start realizing that it's helping you deal with your own shit. You are the universe happening. Remember that. Remember that too. Good luck out there on your quest, traveler.
The road ahead may be perilous, but I have faith in you, traveler. You have power, wisdom, and courage on your side. Maybe more of the latter and less of the former. But I know you'll do your best. Now, be gone with you. Away with you, traveler. There is much to do, traveler. There is much for me to be getting on with, traveler. Be gone! Away with you! Tell me, where is Gandalf? For I much desire to speak with him.
Who says that? Oh, it's Galadriel.
Tell me, where is Gandalf? For I much desire to speak with him.